You can hear the train, but we're here in Clarksdale, and we're at the Coahoma County Tourism Office. And if you pay attention to the blues, you see Visit Clarksdale everywhere. Well, this is the place when you come and visit Clarksdale, I would say you need to go in there first. So come on, let's go in. Hey, is Bubba here? What we're doing is I want people to see what Clarksdale is. We did this show here. So I thought what I would do is just ask you, look, if you were coming to Clarksdale and you came for a day, what do we do when we come to Clarksdale? What should we see?
Well, man, first of all, I'd prepare to come for 3 days.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And what should you see? Oh, my gosh, Well, the first thing is the Delta Blues Museum.
Yeah.
And then Cathead. Oh, no, let me back up. First thing you should do is come here to the Visit Clarksdale Tourism Office so we can give you the lay of the land and kind of tell you how to navigate Clarksdale, because we're not a step-on, step-off bus tour town, as you know. And, give you to the points of interest, and those are the Delta Blues Museum, Cathead, and then, if you're a literary fan, I would say Tennessee Williams, got a great Tennessee Williams Rectory Museum down here. And then you just want to walk down the street. I mean, there's a lot more. The Riverside Hotel, the Shack Up Inn, I mean, all these things. But the real essence of Clarksdale is just walking down the street, meeting people.
Yeah.
And everybody has a story. I can't tell you they're true, but it's their story. So, and it's about, it's a place where not only do you hear live blues music 7 nights a week, but you experience it, you live it, you breathe it, walking down the street, because, we're not bright lights and all of that. We've got great places to eat, a number of places to eat, new places, old school places. But everything is authentic. Yeah. And so, that's why people come.
So we're talking to Bubba O'Keefe with Visit Clarksdale. I forgot to say that. But where did the tamale come from? Every restaurant I come into in Clarksdale has a tamale. And I'm like, what in the world is a tamale on the menu?
There you go again. I'm not the historian.
But
the story that I know.
Yeah, what do you know?
It was left over. It was from the laborers that came to pick cotton.
Okay.
Along with our local people, but they came from Mexico.
Okay.
Hispanics that came.
Brought their food with them.
And they just, came, they were migrant workers.
Yeah.
It was a cheap food, inexpensive food, nourishing, and it got left behind. And then the Delta just put its authenticity, taste to it.
Yeah.
And it remained.
Yeah.
And I tell you, that's one of my favorite foods. When somebody comes to Delta, that's I think it's number one over barbecue.
Oh, man, that's good. So people come from all over. Where do people come? On a day of a week, where would people be from in
UK,
Clarksdale?
Australia, Norway, Spain, Germany, Italy, France, all the places of the world. That's primarily the number one places.
Yeah.
And then you get people that, you'll get a few during the year from Israel or Argentina.
Yeah.
Or Algiers, Liechtenstein.
Yeah.
They come.
So we did a record, we did a live album that you introduced us on stage at the Shack Up Inn. Thank you very much. And, we look at people who listen to our music, and you can kind of tell where they are in the world if they listen on some of the streaming services. And there's such a community of people outside of America who love the blues. How do you think that happened? You got any feel for why this place right here in the blues brings people from outside the U.S.?
Well, let me back up.
Yeah.
I left out the Dutch. Cannot leave out the Dutch.
Well, do it. You just did. Yeah, the Netherlands, right? Yeah.
But why do they come?
Yeah.
They knew more about the blues before we did, because of the way I understand it. It's like the British invasion. People from the UK come, they say, oh, we hope you don't mind us stealing your music. No, man, you brought blues to the forefront of an international music market. And it was because of the people that worked on the ships, cargo ships, coming from the Scandinavian countries, Germany, all these places, UK, Liverpool. They came to America, and their fathers picked up this music and brought it home. And that's what the Rolling Stones and the Beatles and all of them listened to, and they put their, Led Zeppelin, Brian Jones, that was his thing. They had some probably some, a lot of meetings discussing about, they wanted to be true to the blues.
Sure.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it was way, going on the wayside and, to pop culture and, but they were very, adamant, Jimmy Page, about trying to keep to the blues genre. That's what I've just been reading lately.
Oh, that's great.
And so, it is very interesting. But now you see things like, I can't think of his name, but blues musician in Nepal.
Oh, that's Prakash Slim.
Yeah.
That's right. He's a blues man from Nepal.
You've got this guy I can't think of his name, in Japan.
Oh, yeah. I think I've seen that artist. Yeah.
It's just incredible.
Yeah.
And in Brazil, we've been to Brazil. I've traveled to Brazil 2 or 3 times for the Mississippi Delta Blues Festival down in Caxias do Sul. It's all about music.
Yeah.
Music, is just such a great ambassador and communicator in the world.
Yeah.
And for us to be located in the Americana Music Triangle between Nashville, Memphis, New Orleans, Muscle Shoals in this triangle,
Yeah.
we're as big as Memphis, Nashville, and New Orleans.
Yeah.
Muscle Shoals is just as big, or Dice, Arkansas. It's a little bit off the triangle, but that's where we just happen to be in it. It's Dice, where Johnny Cash grew up.
Oh, yeah.
Was born and raised, and we're just very blessed to be in this world, this music world.
Well, I started coming here maybe a dozen years ago. I went to a harmonica camp down at the Shack Up Inn, and my eyes were opened. I love blues music, but I didn't get it. I didn't get it.
Well, and Fred McDowell worked for my father at Stuckey Store in Como.
Oh my, yeah.
And he pumped gas there, and I used to sit by him when we'd go over there, and I'd sit by him, and that was when it's full service. And wash the windows, check the oil, antifreeze, the whole bit, every time every car came in. And the only thing that I could do would be to wash the windows, and I couldn't even do that. There's an art to wash the windows. And he gave me his record. I do not play no rock and roll. And I remember taking it home, and I'm going like, I said to myself, I was listening to it saying, I'm trying, Fred. I'm thinking to myself, I'm trying to like it. I know this is important and good, but I don't get it.
Yeah.
Now I get it.
So what's the blues mean to Clarksdale? What's it mean to Mississippi, even America?
Well, it gives me chill bumps when you say that, because as all these different genres in the Americana Music Triangle are all genuine and to the land, there's something about the blues that is just so deep and emotional with the people. It is so it's more than storytelling. It's emotions, and it's just deeply rooted in a time of a dark time and a coming out time. It's hard to describe. It's deeply rooted into the souls of the people.
Yeah, and it marries the storytelling with the sound of the music.
Absolutely.
And you got to have both.
Yeah.
We can, and I think country music, would say the same thing, but this is a uniquely different style where the stories and the music go together.
Well, and it came from the Africa. So it went back to a homeland that I can't even fathom what someone whose roots are in Africa, to think that they were brought over here on slave ships,
Yeah.
and the music carried on, and that's a call back to the homeland.
Yeah.
To me, because I'm from Irish descent, so
Okay.
I'm thinking, I want to be Irish. I'm not, but I want to be. But I think
You
back-
sound Irish.
Yeah,
no,
right.
you don't.
Yeah. There were two of us, Bubba Sullivan and Bubba O'Keefe. They said we're the only two redneck Irishmen around. But I think about the potato famine, how that
Yeah.
was a time. But there was
Yeah.
no music that really resulted
Yeah.
as that migration.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just, it's just incredible.
Well, I wrote a song called "Cotton Ain't King," and the last line of the song is "Cotton ain't king, blues is the king." That's what was left behind. Cotton's moved on. There's corn and soybeans and other things going on around here now. It used to be all cotton. But the funny thing is that to me, what got left behind was the blues, and it'll never go away. Other things can go away, but the blues won't.
Well, when you say it's left behind, it's left behind for us to
Go forward, yeah. It's left
but
permanently.
it's an industry in this town.
Yeah.
Overlooked, however you want to say it. Not as big as cotton, but you wouldn't have a downtown like you got today without it.
Right.
And this has been 24 years now that we are intentionally saying there's something here that we got to cultivate. And I wouldn't be sitting here with the best job in the world if we didn't have that. I mean, and to me, it is a very delicate gift for our town, because you're talking about history that is so tied to the people that you can't cheapen it. It's really not tourism. They're not people that come here are not tourists to me. They're our visitors, and we treat them as such. And when I talked to our city and county governments, I said, you can't. This is a very precious gift that we're entrusted to preserve and to promote, not to exploit. Because it's all about the people. I mean, I don't know how to articulate that, but it's more than just a term to me, or more than just a music, or more than just tourism.
Well, you just did articulate that.
Well,
If we had any sense, Bubba, we would get up out of your office and go see Clarksdale, because there's so much
why don't
to
you
go
do
see.
it?
We should do it. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
Good.
All right.
Good. It's exciting.